My name is Miss Callan, and I am the theater teacher here at CASA. So for the past few months, students have been learning about technique, character development, text analysis, theater literature, and scene study. And they are thrilled to demonstrate and share with you all of the knowledge they have learned thus far. So up first will be the underclassmen performance, Blackout, exploring the theme conflict, followed by a 10-minute intermission. We will then conclude the evening with our upperclassmen performance, The Thin Line, exploring the theme love. So before we get started, I just want to quickly thank our CASA administrators and board for their continued support, the Whitaker Center for having us, and Jen, Matt, Mike for accommodating us, and all of you guys for supporting our community. And most importantly, I would like to thank my students for their hard work throughout this process. It's been a long one. I would like to note that there is a scene in the first performance that does explore some sensitive subject matter. And on that note, we are excited to share our work with you, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Neither my husband nor the slave returned that in such haste I sent him to seek his master. Sure, Luciana, it's 2 o'clock.
Perhaps the merchant hath invited him, and from the mart he's gone somewhere to dinner. Good sister, let us dine and never fret. A man is master of his liberty, time is their master, and when they see time, they'll overcome. If so, be patient, sister.
Why should their liberty than ours be more?
Because their business still lies out the door.
Look, when I serve him so, he takes it ill.
Oh no, he is the bridle of your will.
None but asses will be bridled so.
Why headstrong liberty is lashed with woe. There's nothing situate under heaven's eye but hath his bound in earth and sea and sky. The beasts, the fishes, and the winged fowls are their male subjects, and after our controls, men. More divine, the masters of all these, lords of the wide world and wild watery seas, endued with intellectual sense and souls of more preeminence than fish and fowls, are masters to their females and their lords. Then let your will attend on their accords.
This servitude is what makes you to keep unwed.
Not this, but troubles of the marriage bed.
But were you wedded, you would bear some sweat.
Ere I learn love, I'll practice to obey.
How, if your husband starts some other where?
Till he come home again, I would forbear.
Patience unmoved, no marvel though she pause. They can be meek that have no other cause. A wretched soul bruised with adversity, we may be quiet when we hear cry. But were we burdened with like weight of pain, as much or more ourselves, would we complain? So thou that hast no unkind mate to grieve thee, with urging helpless patience wouldst relieve me. But if thou live to see life right breath, this full begged patience would be left.
Well, I will marry one day, but to try. Here comes your man, now your husband nine.
His company must do his minions grace, whilst I starve at home for a merry look. Hath homely the alluring beauty took from my poor cheek, then he hath wasted it. Are my discourses dull, barren my wit? What ruins are in me that can be found by him, not ruined? Then he is the ground of my defeaters.
Self-harming jealousy, fight beat it hence.
Unfeeling fools with such wrongs can dispense.
How many fond fools serve mad jealousy?
You're marrying Tartu?
I'm afraid that father does have such a match in mind.
Can he be serious?
Oh, indeed he can. He's clearly set his heart upon the plan.
And what decision did you propose to take, madame?
Why, I don't know.
For heaven's sake, you don't know?
No.
Well!
Advise me to.
Marry the man, that's my advice to you.
That's your advice?
Yes!
Truly?
Oh, absolutely. You couldn't choose more wisely, more astutely.
Thanks to his counsel, I'll follow it, of course.
Do, I'm sure it will cause you no remorse.
See if it didn't cause your heart to break?
I gave it, madame, only for your sake.
It's for your sake that I take it, sir.
So, I am nothing to you, and it was flat deception that
Wait!
you told-
Enough of that! You told me plainly that I should agree to wed the man my father's chosen for me. Since you've deigned to counsel me so wisely, I promise, sir, to do as you advise me.
No. 'Twas not by me which you were swayed. No, your decision was already made, though now to save appearances you protest that you're betraying me at my behest.
Just as you say.
Quite so. And now I see you were never truly in love with me.
Alas, you're free to think so if you choose.
I choose to think so, and here's a bit of news. You spurned my hand, but now I know where to turn for kinder treatment, as you shall quickly learn.
I'm sure you do. Your noble qualities inspire affection.
Forget my qualities, please. They don't inspire you overmuch, I find. But there's another lady I have in mind who's sweet and jealous nature will not scorn to compensate me for the loss I've borne.
I'm no great loss, and I'm sure that you transfer her quite painlessly from me to her.
No self-respecting person is expected to go on loving once he's been rejected.
It's a fine, high-minded sentiment.
One to which any sane man would assent. Would you prefer it if I pined away in hopeless passion till my dying day? Am I to yield you to a rival's arms and not console myself with other charms?
You'll need to sow yourself. Don't hesitate. I wish you to. Indeed, I cannot wait.
You wish me to?
Yes.
That's the final straw, madame. Farewell. Your wish shall be my law. This breach, remember, is of your making. It's you who've driven me to the step I'm taking.
Of course.
Remember, too, that I'm merely following your example.
I see that clearly.
Enough. I'll go and do your bidding then.
Splendid.
You shall never see my face again. Yes? What's that? What did you say?
Nothing. You're dreaming.
Well, I'm on my way. Farewell, Marion.
Farewell. It's not my office hour, but I am at your service.
You're very kind, Doctor.
My friend, what can I do for you? You look ill.
I am ill, in body and in soul.
Immersed in bubbly ills, my friend, but soul is a little out of my life, I'm afraid.
If you can't help me, no one can. It's so hard to tell you.
Are you a drug addict?
If it were only that, if that were all... I'm one of those damned creatures who are called degenerates and moral lepers for a thing that they cannot help. A thing that has made me suffer. Oh God, Doctor, I can't explain.
Tell me everything. This perversion of yours, is it an acquired habit or has it always been so?
Always. From the earliest childhood, I was born a male, but my mind has been that of a female. Why, as a child with dolls, I even cried when they cut off my curls. As I grew older, the natural desires of a youth were unknown to me. I could not understand why women ever interested me. I was attracted by my own sex. How was I to know it was wrong when it seemed perfectly natural to me?
Go on.
I soon realized that I was not like other men. I sought those of my own kind as companions. I realized that we were outcasts. I suffered, I rebelled, I fought back, but it was stronger than I, and then I gave in. Why not? Oh, there were others like me. We all fight in the beginning, but it's no use.
What seems right to the normal man seems wrong to you.
As wrong as our desires seem to those others. In time, I met another like me. Oh, how can I tell you? We were attracted to each other. We loved each other. I worshipped him. We were happy. We lived together. We lived our own life, lived it in our own way. No normally married couple were happier than we were. And then he married.
Married?
He didn't want to, but his family demanded it of him. He owed it to them, to his name, don't you understand?
Yes.
We drifted apart. It almost drove me mad, and then somehow his wife didn't hurt me as much as...
As what?
He's found another. A man, a normal man. He loves him. It's maddening.
But, come, pull yourselves together. We must find some way out of this.
I've tried to find it, Doctor. I've tried. I can't. I've thought of death. I love him.
You can only reach this subject through the mind.
I came to you because we all know you are trying to find a way, Doctor. There is not one of us who would not be like other men. Comes a time when our burden is too heavy, and there's only one way.
Don't talk like that. One man is born white, another black. Neither man is born criminal. A difference in a man's mind, and you are the greatest sufferers. We'll get you into physical shape. Get this worry out of your mind.
Tried and tried.
Ever try athletics?
I loathe them.
How about sports? Baseball, football, racing?
They don't interest me.
Come. I'll give you something to quiet your nerves, and then we'll see what we can do.
If I could only forget, can't you understand, Doctor? Oh, I think of him and that other. I'm going mad!
You're all in pieces. Pull yourself together. Come. I'll give you something to steady your nerves.
I'm not sick.
But you're troubled, aren't you?
That's because you keep reminding me. If you go away, then I'll forget.
And you're unhappy.
Everybody's unhappy. You're unhappy, aren't you?
Agnes.
Aren't you?
Sometimes, yes.
Only you think you're lucky because you have a mother who said things to you and did things that maybe weren't always nice. But that's what you think. Because you don't know that my mother was a wonderful person. And even if you did know that, you wouldn't believe it because you think she was bad, don't you?
Agnes.
Answer me. You never answer me.
I do think your mother was wrong, sometimes.
But that was because of me. Because I was bad, not her.
What did you do?
I'm always bad.
What do you do?
No.
What do you do?
I breathe.
What did your mother do to you? You can't tell me. Shake your head. Yes or no? Did she hit you? Did she make you do something you didn't want to do? Did it make you uncomfortable to do this? Did it embarrass you? Did it hurt you? What did she make you do?
No.
You can tell me.
I can't.
She's dead, isn't she?
Yes.
She can't hurt you anymore.
She can.
How?
She watches. She listens.
Agnes, I don't believe that. Tell me. I'll protect you from her. Yes?
She makes me take off my clothes and she makes fun of me.
She tells you you're ugly?
Yes.
And that you're stupid?
Yes.
And you're a mistake?
Yes. She says my whole body is a mistake.
How does she know that?
Because she says if I don't watch out, I'll have a baby.
How does she know that?
Her head aches.
Oh, yes.
And then she touches me.
Where?
With her cigarette. No, stop!
Agnes, dear, I want you to do something. I want you to pretend that I'm your mother. I know your mother's dead, and you're grown up now, but I want you to pretend for a moment that your mother has come back and that I'm your mother. Only this time, I want you to tell me what you're feeling. All right?
I'm afraid.
Please. I want to help you. Let me help you.
All right.
Agnes, you're ugly. What do you say to that?
I don't know.
Of course you do. Agnes, you're ugly. What do you say?
No, I'm not.
Are you pretty?
Yes.
Agnes, you're stupid.
No, I'm not.
Are you intelligent?
Yes.
Agnes, you're a mistake.
I'm not a mistake. I'm here, aren't I? How can I be a mistake if I'm really here? God forbid mistakes. You're a mistake. I wish you were dead.
It's all right. Just pretend, right? Thank you. Agnes, I'd like to ask a favor of you. You can say no if you don't like what I'm asking.
What?
I'd like permission to hypnotize you.
Why?
Because there are some things that you might be able to tell me under hypnosis that you aren't able to tell me now.
Does Mother Miriam know about this?
Mother Miriam loves you very much, just as I love you very much. I'm certain that she wouldn't object.
Do you really love me, or are you just saying that?
I really love you,
As much as Mother Miriam loves me?
as much as God loves you. Thank you. Ow.
There. Now, I suppose you're wondering why we're gathered here this evening.
To wear these little hats.
To say farewell and good fortune to our friend Silvio. And to celebrate the completion of the radio.
What? Have you tried it?
Not yet.
How do you know it's going to work?
I've decided it will.
Radios are very complicated things. Remember we talked about this?
I know, but I've worked on this thing long enough. I can't work on it the rest of my life. So today, I screwed the back and said, hell with it. It's now or never.
It's never.
What?
There's no way that radio can work.
Why not?
Because I've been stealing the parts.
You what? I knew something was happening. Do you know how many radios I could steal to replace those parts?
I took some too.
You what? Do you know what this means? Do you have any idea what this means?
It means the radio won't work.
It's true. People are always stealing from me. I leave my room in the morning and I come back in the evening and it's stripped bare. Last week, someone stole my dirty clothes. My dirty underwear. All my life, people have stole from me. Bicycles, baseball cards, my shoes! Crap! I'm through with being stolen from. That's it! No more stealing from good old Gately. That's it.
From now on, I'm giving it away. Take my shirt. Take my shoes. Take my pants. Take it all. Damn vultures.
Can we have your socks?
Take the damn thickness. And you know what? Take the goddamn radio.
Gately. Gately, you fixed it. You know what this means, right? So, when are you thinking of getting out of here?
When they let me out,
You can get out anytime you want.
I know.
Say, Gately, where you from?
Georgia.
I know that, but where?
What did you do there? Started out on a red dirt farm in Macon with my old man. He was a funny old guy, big old hands. He couldn't seem to make nothing work. He scrubbed everything he touched. One day I came home and there he was, in the middle of the afternoon, laying against the house, those big old hands. That's when I joined the army. I couldn't stand to see him screw up no more.
Say, Gately, when you were a kid, you ever do the Tarzan yell?
Sure, everyone had the Tarzan yell.
I never did.
Why?
I had asthma.
Stand up here, Gately. I'm gonna show you how to do the Tarzan yell.
Hell, I bet I do it better than you do.
Are you kidding me?
I ain't kidding you.
I used to win prizes doing the Tarzan yell. Big deal. I did the Tarzan yell in a bar mitzvah once.
Huh? Must have been reform.
Okay, who goes first?
I go first. Give me something to shoot for.
I'm not impressed.
I did the Tarzan yell.
It's called for a celebration. A toast to Tarzan! To Tarzan! To Cheetah! To Cheetah!
You know what? Sometimes I wish we were in a jungle somewhere.
Did you know in Africa, apes and other wild things that climb are falling out of trees at an unprecedented rate? Why? Civilization. There's no place for these wild and wounded animals anymore. They go obsolete. Like the elephant and the dodo bird and the dinosaurs.
And the salmon. And the bride.
Did you know that the universe is collapsing? That's right. The energy from the stars, they suck the space into it.
Where will it go?
Nowhere.
What will be left?
Nothing.
No. There's gotta be something left.
No.
A couple little planets?
Not even a little car cable and radio.
At least there'll be a lot of open space for development.
When it's gone, it's gone.
There won't even be any space?
Jesus Christ, Natwick. No wonder you don't get invited to parties.
He's a dingus!
Gately, you've admitted it. You finally admitted that Natwick is a dingus. Yeah? Now I can die happy.
A big deal. He admits I'm a dingus. I am a dingus. Even I'll admit that.
Natwick, even you will admit that you're a dingus?
Of course.
That's wonderful. Let's all say it out loud. Natwick is a dingus! Natwick is a dingus! Louder. Natwick is a dingus! One more time! Natwick is a dingus! Gately is a dingus! Silvio's a dingus. What? Now, how long is it going to take for the Earth to start collapsing in on itself?
Trillions and trillions of years.
Natwick. Then there's nothing to worry about.
Oh. Okay then.
I'm gonna be in Cleveland tomorrow.
up this early?
Last week.
Why?
I had diarrhea.
Silvio, the sky this early, all dewy. It's like Eden. Listen, it's like Eden.
My sister don't want me.
I'm sorry, Silvio.
Yeah, try not to be so miserable. Lately, I've been super psychotic with this
Edgar! Blown off.
things could be worse.
How? How could these possibly be worse?
It could rain.
Yeah. Let me tell you guys something. Whether it rains or not doesn't really matter. It wouldn't change a thing. It would ruin this perfectly nice day. This day is special. This day is like no other day will ever be. This day will never come again. Promise.
Yoo-hoo! Anybody home? Meredith! Oh my! Mother, I'm just going upstairs. No, ma'am, I'm not answering that. No, ma'am, you will not get to me this way. Mother! I'm just going upstairs to drop off my stuff. No, ma'am! This room is off limits to you today. Mother! Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Shit! Can't believe this. Oh, who is that?
Oh, it's just me. Hi there.
Francis, what the hell are you doing?
Oh, well, there aren't too many people downstairs and nobody really knows aside from Mama and Daddy and Uncle Reese and Aunt Kitty, so I guess I'm just looking for a friendly face.
Under my bed?
No, well, when I heard you coming in, I got scared. I realized I shouldn't really be here. I tried to hide from you, Meredith. I hope you can forgive me.
Well, sure.
It's just that this room is so beautiful. I remember whenever we came to visit when I was little, and Tracy still lived in here, you and her and all the other cousins would be having tea parties or playoffs out back. But I was thinking up here and sit in the middle of this room pretend it was mine. Of course, I just worshipped her, Tracy.
You and everybody else, herself included.
That's why I was so thrilled to be at her wedding.
Where the hell is it?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a doobie I was saving for this reception.
A doobie?
I know I had one in my jewelry box, and if Tracy took it, that would be just like her.
Oh, surely she wouldn't.
Oh, surely she would.
Take drugs? On her wedding day?
Haven't you noticed how calm she is today? How serene? She has been a nervous wreck for weeks. She had to be high. Oh, Lord. And then she has the gall to make us wear these horrible things on our heads, so we all look like the flying nine from
This hat.
Are you serious? Look at yourself in the mirror, Francis. You look ridiculous.
Well,
You look like a lamp. Well, at least you can wear this dress, though. Makes me look like a linebacker. Want one?
no thanks. I don't smoke. I'm a Christian.
Of course. But you know it. Now, I can't find any matches. Okay. I can understand why Tracy would want to be stoned today. Just to get through this whole ordeal. But I mean, she could have at least asked. She just took it. Typical.
Thou shalt not covet.
And then, all that stuff about obedience. I mean, I was like, Tracy, obey Scott? She practically runs that poor boy's life. And I was like, Tracy, the blushing bride. Excuse me while I barf. Oh my God.
What?
Yeah! I was in the medicine chest! We're in business now! Ah, shoot! We don't have any more matches!
For our next performance for the upperclassmen, I would encourage all of you to stay if you're able to, and we'll see you in about 10 minutes. Thank you.
I love the therefore pursuing us. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia?
The one I'll stay, the other stay with me. Thou toldest me they were stolen into this wood, and here I am, and wood within this wood,
Because I cannot be
my fair Hermia.
Hence can me not and follow me no more. Or you draw me, you hard-hearted adamant.
But yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you. Do I touch you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you I do not, nor I cannot love you? Demetrius, I am your spaniel, and the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me, but as your spaniel, spurn me, strike me, neglect me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. Oh, harsher, please, can I beg in your love? And yet, a place of higher respect with me than to be used as you use your dog.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much, to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of night and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
For your virtue is my privilege. Therefore I think I am not a knight, nor doth this world lack worlds of company. For you and my respect are all the world. Then how can it be said that I am alone when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll look for thee and hide thee at the brakes,
And leave thee to the mercy
Of wild beasts. The wildest have not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed. Apollo flies and Daphne holds the chase. The dove pursues the griffin. The mild hind makes speed to catch the tiger. Bootless speed when cowardice pursues and value flies.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go, or if thou follow me, do not believe that I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye. In the temple, the field, the town, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius! Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Friends! Romans! Countrymen! Lend me your ears! I come to bury Caesar, not to praise him. The evil that men do lives after them. The good is often turned with their bones. So let it be with Caesar. The noble Brutus hath told you Caesar was ambitious. If it were so, it was a grievous fault, and grievously hath Caesar answered it. Here, under leave of Brutus and the rest, for Brutus is an honorable man, so are they all honorable men. Come I to speak at Caesar's funeral. He was my friend, faithful and just to me. But Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. He hath brought many captives home to Rome, whose ransoms did the general coffers fill. Did this in Caesar seem ambitious? When that the poor hath cried, Caesar hath wept! Ambition should be made of sterner stuff, yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and Brutus is an honorable man. You all did see that on the Lupercal I thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he thrice refused. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious. I'm sure he is an honorable man. I did not come to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause told you then to mourn for him? Oh, judgment! Thou art fled! The Brutus beats, and men have lost their reason! Bear with me. My heart is in the coffin there with Caesar, and I must pause until it comes back to me.
me as a young girl bred in a nunnery. How full of questions! Prithee, no more, Helena. I have told thee more than thou understandst already.
The more my grief. I would fain know as much as you, which makes me so inquisitive. Nor it's enough to know your lover, unless you tell me who it is you sigh for.
When you are a lover, I'll think you fit for a secret of that nature.
'Tis true, I was never a lover, yet. But I begin to have a shred guess what it is to be so, and I fancy it. To sigh and sing, and blush and wish, and dream and wish, and long and wish for a man. And when I do look pale and tremble, just as you did when brother brought home that fine English colonel. What did you call him again? Don Belleville.
Why, Helena!
That blush betrays you. I'm sure it is so. Or is it Don Antonio, the Viceroy's son? Or perhaps Don Vincentio, whose father wishes you to marry? Why do you blush again?
With indignation, and how nearsoever my father thinks I am to marrying that hated object, I shall let him see. I understand better what's due to my beauty, birth, and fortune, and more to my soul, than to obey those unjust commands.
Now hang me if I don't love thee for due disobedience. I love mischief strangely, as most of our sex do, who come to love nothing else. But tell me, dear Florinda, don't you dare love that fine Angeles, for I vow loving him myself. He is so gay and handsome.
Helena, a maid designed for a nun ought not to be so curious in a discourse of love.
And who says I'm gonna be a nun? Or at least till I'm so old and fit for nothing else. Faith, no, sister. And that which makes me long to know whether you love Belleville is because I hope he has some mad companion or other that will spoil my devotion. Nay, I resolve to provide myself this whole carnival, though I ask for.
Prithee, be not so wild.
Now that you have provided yourself with a man, you take no care for poor me. Prithee, tell me, what dost thou see about me that's unfit for love? Have I not a world of youth, a humor gay, a beauty passable, a figure desirable, well-shaped, clean limb, sweet breast, and the sense enough to know all these ought to be employed to the best advantage? Yes, I do and will. So therefore, lay aside your hopes of my fortune by my being a devotee, and tell me how you came acquainted with this Belleville, for I perceive you knew him before he came to Naples.
Yes! I knew him at the siege of Pamplona. He was then a colonel of French horse who, when the town was ransacked, nobly treated my brother and myself, preserving us from all insolencies, and I must own, besides great obligation I know not what that pleads kindly for him about my heart, and will suffer no other to enter. But see, my brother.
Why, George, you can't be done. You've eaten nothing. Is there anything wrong with you?
Oh, all I wanted was a drink.
Well, I like enough to eat, but a little of that cold beef and cheese and lettuce goes a long way.
What do you go encouraging that young pup for?
Now see here, George. What are you up to about that girl? I've been watching away, looking at her, remember? I know you, and what your looks mean.
Oh, there's no harm in looking at her, is there?
I'd put you out and pack you back to London if I saw any of your nonsense. My little girl's finger is worth more to me than your whole body and soul. Make your mind easy. The young pup has no more of a chance than you have.
Make a man take an interest in a girl?
Not a man like you.
How old is she?
Never you mind how old she is.
Why do you make such a secret of it?
Because I choose.
Oh, well, I'm not 50 yet, and my property is as good as it ever was.
Yes, because you're as stingy as you are bishop.
Oh, and a baronet is to be picked up every day. No other man in my position would put up with you for a mother-in-law. Why shouldn't she marry me? You! We three could live together quite comfortably. I'd die before her and leave her a bouncing widow with plenty of money. Why not? It's been growing in my mind ever since I've been walking around with that fool inside there.
Yes, it's the sort of thing think that would grow in your mind?
Look here, Kitty. You're a sensible woman. You needn't put on any moral airs. I'll ask no more questions, and you need answer none. I'll settle the whole property on her. And if you want a check for yourself on the wedding day, you can name any figure you like, in reason.
So it's come to that with you, George. Like all the other worn-out old creatures!
You never have a day's luck with them!
What on earth? What's the matter?
Nothing's wrong. I've won your bet for you, haven't I? That's enough. It don't matter, I suppose.
Presumptuous insect! What did you throw these slippers at me for?
Because I wanted to smash your face in. I'd like to tell you, you selfish brute. Why didn't you leave me where you found me, in the gutter?
The creature is nervous after all.
What's become of me?
What does it matter what becomes of you?
I know you don't care. You wouldn't care if I was dead. I'm nothing to you, not as much as those slippers.
Those slippers. Why have you begun going on like this? May I ask whether you complain of your treatment here?
No.
Has anybody behaved badly to you?
No.
I suppose you don't pretend that I treated you badly.
No.
Good. This has been coming on you for some time now. I suppose it was only natural for you to be anxious about the garden party.
No. No, nothing more for you to worry about. Oh, God, I wish I was dead.
Why? In heaven's name, why? Liza, all this irritation is purely subjective.
Oh, I just don't understand. I'm too ignorant.
It's all imagination. Nobody's hurting you.
What am I fit for? What have you left me fit for? Where am I to go? What am I to do? What's to become of me?
You see, Liza, not all men are confirmed old bachelors like me and the Colonel. Most men are the marrying sort, poor devils. And you're not bad looking. It's quite a pleasure to look at you sometimes. Not now, of course, because you're crying and looking as ugly as Harry. But when you're all right and quite yourself, you're what I would call attractive.
I sold flowers. I didn't sell myself. Now you made a lady out of me. I'm not fit to sell anything else.
Gosh, Eliza, you needn't marry the fella if you don't like him.
Well, what else am I to do?
Oh, plenty of things. And what about your old idea of a flower shop? 6 months ago, you would have thought at the millennium now a flower shop of your own. Come now, you'll be all right. I must clear off the bed. I came down for something. I forgot what it was.
Your slippers.
Ah, right! Of course! You shied them at me.
I feel sick.
You're gonna throw up again? You're gonna lay down in the cold towels, your knees pulled up to your chin, your thumb stuck in your mouth?
Where is he?
Where's who? There's nobody here, baby.
I want my husband. I want a drink.
Will you just call yourself over to the bar and make yourself one then? That's right, go at it!
I want something.
You know what's going on in there, little miss, huh? You hear all that? You know what's going on in there.
I don't want to know anything.
There's some people in there in the kitchen with the onion skins and the coffee grounds, sort of a dry run for the way of the future.
I don't understand you.
It's pretty simple. When people can't abide by the way things are, when they can't abide by the present, they do one of two things. Either they turn to a contemplation of the past, as I have done, or they set out to alter the future. And if you want to change something, you bang, 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 bang.
Stop it.
And you simpering fuss. You don't want children?
You leave me alone. Hooray.
What?
Well, what are the bells who rang?
You don't want to know, do you? You don't want to listen to it, huh?
I don't want to listen to you. I want to know who rang.
Someone.
Someone rang.
Someone rang, yes. Yes.
The bells rang.
The bells rang and it was someone.
Somebody.
Somebody rang, it was somebody with, I've got it, Martha. Somebody rang and it was a message, and the message was, the bells rang and it was a message, and the message was, our son is dead.
Oh
Our son is dead and Martha doesn't know. I haven't told Martha.
no.
Our son is dead and Martha doesn't know. And you're not going to tell
Your
her.
son is dead.
I'll tell her myself. In good time, I'll tell her myself.
I'm gonna be sick.
Are you? That's nice.
I'm going to die.
Great. You go right ahead. Martha, I have some terrible news for you. It's about our son. Can you hear me, Martha? Our boy is dead.
Frankie,
Let me have your coat. I'll hang it up for you.
do you think, Frankie, that you could keep a secret? I've never been so worried.
Come on now. Your coat?
Yes.
Velma, why are you reading a newspaper like this?
You're mad again, aren't you?
How can you waste your money this way?
I buy it for my mother. She reads
I
it.
don't want to hear another word about your mother. Did you hear me?
Yes, Frankie.
Yeah, sure. You buy it for Act 4 lady, but you read it too, don't you?
It has a lot of gossip in it about all the stars and celebrities and everything.
Mother used daughter's head for a hammer. Velma, why do you read this? What are you trying to do to yourself? Mother used daughter's head for a hammer. I mean, God, Velma, what's happening?
Please, no! I'm scared of you. I'm scared of everybody, of everything. I never thought of it till now. They'll do something to me, won't they? I want my coat back. I've never been alone with a man before. My mother would think, my
To
mother.
hell with your mother. Your mother is rotten.
I can't stay here tonight. Maybe it just isn't right for me to stay here with you.
You've
Not
got,
tonight.
You've got to now. You're in no shape to go anywhere. Everything will be okay, Velma. You'll sleep here tonight. There's nothing hard about that, is there?
I can't, Frankie. I've got to be there.
What are you talking about? Please, just let me hold you and whisper in your ear, Velma.
No! You stay away from me. I don't want you to touch me. We're not even married yet. You leave me alone, Frankie, or I'll kill you. When we got up this morning, my mother and me, we had coffee, cake, and caviar for breakfast. It was a big surprise. My mother said that we were having it even if the payday was 3 days away yet. My mother said that she was leaving for the mountains this afternoon. She was going to a resort to meet a man. My mother said that she was going no matter what, and that I must send her money every weekend until she had some luck. She said that I couldn't go because I would scare her men away and that would ruin her chances, and that I was really such an ugly girl. And that I looked like the mother and she looked like the daughter. And then she said that's why I'm having the treat early, to celebrate the coffee, cake, and caviar. And then she asked me to cut her a big piece of the coffee cake and to cover it with a whole lot of caviar.
Velma, what have you done?
It's my mother's blood. I didn't know what to do. When I called the subway to come to work afterwards, it was just like nothing happened. Nothing at all. But you know, I thought, when my mother asked me to cover a piece of cupcake with a whole lot of caviar, I thought, my mother. She thinks my head's a hammer. That's what she thinks. And it isn't. Please, Frankie, please tell me my head is not a hammer.
No, Velma, no, your head is not a hammer.
Can I stay here tonight?
Sure, Velma.
What will they do with me, Frankie? I'm scared.
They're not going to do anything to you. I'll make sure of that.
I've never felt so tired before in my whole life. Help me. Help me. Help me.
Yes, yes. I will, Velma Sparrow. I promise you that I will. Dead birds still have wings. Dead birds, sad-looking things, because they are dead on the ground, but there's still wings on the ground, sad-looking things. Dead birds with still wings, dead on the ground instead of in the sky. I have a treat for you in the morning, Velma. I was just writing you Valentine.
Spoke good?
Yes.
Jerry was telling me about it at lunch last week. You think it's good?
I'm enjoying it.
Jerry thinks it's good too. You should have lunch with us one day and chat about it.
Is that absolutely necessary? It's not as good as all that.
You mean it's not good enough for you to have lunch with Jerry and I and chat about it?
What the hell are you talking about?
Jerry wanted us to publish it, you know?
Really?
Well, naturally. Anyway, I turned it down.
Why?
Well, not much more to say on that subject really is there.
What do you consider the subject to be?
Betrayal.
No, it isn't.
Isn't it? What is it then?
I don't know. I'll let you know when I find out.
Well, do let me know. I could, of course, be thinking of the wrong book. By the way, I stopped by American Express yesterday.
Oh?
Yes, there's a letter there for you. They asked me if I was of any relation, and I said yes. They asked me if I would take it. Well, they gave it to me. But I said no, I'd leave it. Did you get it?
Yes.
I suppose you got it when you were out shopping yesterday evening.
Yes, it was from Jerry.
Yes, I recognize the handwriting. How is he?
Okay.
Good, and Judith?
Fine.
How about the kids?
I don't know. He didn't mention them.
They're probably all right then. If they were ill or something, he probably would have mentioned it. Any other news?
No.
Are you looking forward to our trip to Cicello? How many times have we been to Cicello? Twice? I remember how you loved it the first time I took you there. You fell in love with it. That's about 10 years ago, was it? About 6 months after we were married? I wonder if you like it as much tomorrow. Tell me, how is Jerry as a letter writer? You're trembling. Are you cold?
No.
He used to write to me at one time. Did you know that? And I used to write to him. Back when we were bright young men and close friends. Well, we're still close friends. But that was long before I met you, long before he met you. I've been trying to remember when that was. I take it I did introduce him to you, yes? But when? Can you remember?
No.
You can't?
No.
How odd. He wasn't the best man at our wedding, was he?
You know he was.
Yes. Was there any news for me in his letter to do with the line of publishing? Has he discovered any new and original talent? He's quite talented at uncovering talent, old Jerry.
No message.
No message? Not even his love? We're lovers. Yes, I thought it might be something like that, something along those lines. When? What?
When did you think?
Yesterday, only yesterday, when I saw the handwriting on the letter. Before yesterday, I was quite ignorant. I'm sorry. Sorry. I take it it's well. Where does it take place? I mean, it must be a bit awkward. We've got 2 kids, he's got 2 kids, not to mention a wife.
We have a flat.
Ah, nice. A flat. I take it it's well established in your affair?
Yes.
How long? Some time. Yes, but how long?
5 years.
5 years. And that is 1. Did you hear what I said?
Yes, Jerry was in America for 2 months.
Did he write to you from America?
Yes, and I wrote to him.
And did you tell him Annette had been conceived?
Not by letter.
But when you did tell him, was he relieved to know I was to be the father? You know, I always liked Jerry. I always liked him rather more than I liked you. Maybe I should have had the affair with him myself. Tell me, are you looking forward to Coachella?
Wait.
Hi, Victor. How you doing?
Not so good, my mother's dead.
We need to cut 10 scenes from this movie.
I'm not cutting one goddamn scene, all right? Why don't you just rip the pages out of the script, huh? I don't have any contract protection. What do you need me for? Just let me go home and bury my mother. Call me later for the rap party.
Listen, the director is weak. George is a great guy, but he's weak. He wants to be liked. In a minute, he wants you to approve.
Prove what?
Changes.
You mean you can't cut unless I say it's okay?
That's right.
Well then, that's easy. I approve of no cuts, no changes. I'm going home. Wait!
I've been along with this. I could use a friend.
You have a friend, you'd eat him.
George Lee Beach is my friend.
We're about halfway through him.
I don't expect you to understand.
Listen, I don't want to understand, but unfortunately I'm starting to.
You're very inexperienced. You're from the theater. It's like the outback of entertainment. How did you get to be in the movie business?
I'm a writer, I wrote a script.
Why didn't you write another play? Why didn't you write a novel?
I've been asking myself the same thing.
You know the answer. Money. Cha-ching, money.
Yes?
Money is the place where morons stop and gape. Money is the root or the flower of anything. You think you're in this for the money, but nobody is in anything for the money. You were born to be in this business.
I was.
Yes.
I don't think so. You know, I'm just like amazed by something.
What?
Why haven't I left this room?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you a little story.
Are you serious?
Yes. Once there was a great big pregnant bear.
Oh.
And after a long and painful labor, she gave birth to 7 baby bears.
7.
Right, so she was very tired.
Sure.
And she looked at her babies and they were all gooey and slimy with afterbirth. And in the miraculous way that nature's built the bear, she felt in her heart a great welling up of maternal feeling. Right? And this maternal feeling filled her with strength. So she licked and licked and licked her babies one by one, rendering them clean and fresh. That is, until she got to the 7th baby bear. Right then, she ran out of gas, had a seizure, and dropped dead. And the 6 well-tended little cubs bounded off into the forest to have wonderful lives. But the 7th cub, the unlicked cub, went into show business.
That's it.
That's it. Whenever I can believe the behavior of someone in the business, I think this is an unlicked cub. Whenever I can't believe my own behavior, I think I am an unlicked cub. This is the way we are. Let's get on with it.
I'm not like you.
Oh yeah? How's your home life? Lie out!
It's okay. Lie. Relax, you can't help it. Just like a baboon can't help that God painted his butt red. What are you winning, Victor? A bad movie with your name on it.
How did you get so brutal?
I lived a little.
You're primitive.
Yeah, I am. How's Dan?
Fine.
Did you tell me you were seeing me?
No.
Do you cut off his crust?
What?
Do you cut off his crust?
What do you want?
I want my negatives. What's your latest project, Anna?
Derelict buildings.
How nice the beauty of ugliness.
What are you doing with Larry?
Everything. I like your bed. You should come round one night, come and watch. It might help you develop a conscience.
I know what I'm doing.
His big thing at the moment is how upset his family are. Apparently, they all worshipped you. They can't understand why you had to go and ruin everything. He spends hours staring at me thinking I have the answers. Any ideas, Anna? Why don't you go back to him?
And then Dan would go back to you?
Maybe.
Ask him.
I'm not a beggar.
Dan left you. I didn't force him to go.
You made yourself available. Don't weasel out of it.
Sleeping with Larry was a big mistake.
Yeah, well, everyone sleeps with Larry around here.
Dan's a little girl. He won't like it.
So don't tell him. I think you owe me that. She looks beautiful when she's angry. The perfect woman.
Just stop it!
Now we're talking.
Why now? Why come for me now?
Because I felt strong enough. It's taken me 5 months to convince myself you're not better than me.
It's not a competition.
Yes, it is.
I don't want to fight.
So give in. Why did you do this?
I fell in love with him, Alice.
That's the most stupid expression in the world. I fell in love as if you had no choice. There's a moment. There's always a moment. I can do this, I can give in to this, or I can resist it. I don't know when your moment was, but I bet there was one.
Yes, there was.
You didn't fall in love. You gave in to temptation.
Well, you fell in love with him.
No, I chose him. I looked at his briefcase and I found this sandwich and I thought, I'll give all my love to this charming man who cuts off his crust.
You still want him? After everything he's done to you?
You wouldn't understand. He buries me. He makes me invisible.
What are you hiding from?
Everything. Everything's a lie, nothing matters.
Too easy, Alice. It's the cop out of the age.
Yeah, well, you're old.
I am sorry. I had a choice and I chose to be selfish. I'm sorry.
Everyone's selfish. I stole Dan from someone else.
Ruth?
Ruth. She went to pieces when he left her.
Did she ever come and see you?
No. So, what are you going to do?
Think. Is Larry nice to you in bed?
Okay.
Probably since Larry's there.
Dan's there in his own quiet way.
Spend a lifetime sleeping together and never know how to make love.
I've got a scar on my leg. Larry's mad about it. He licks it like a dog, and he has the
Got this. This is what we're dealing with. We arrived with our baggage, and for a while they're brilliant. They're baggage handlers. We say, "Where's your baggage?" And they deny all knowledge of it. They're in love. Then, just as you're relaxing, a great big juggernaut arrives with their baggage. It got held up. One of the greatest myths men have about women is that we overpack. They love the way we make them feel, but not us. They love dreams.
So do we. You should lower your expectations.
It's easy to say that. I'm not being patronizing, but you're a child.
You are being patronizing.
And you are a child. Who's Buster?
Buster. No idea.
He says it in his sleep.
I've got to go.
Don't forget your negatives.
Oh yeah. Thanks. Do the right thing, Anna.
Well, I don't want to stay with you. How's that? How's that, Pinky? Don't you understand that I have to know where you are? That every minute of every day, I have to know that you're not dead somewhere? But I guess I'm wrong about that too. Wrong about a lot of things. Wrong for going to court to keep you after Mom died. Wrong to stay in the neighborhood where you feel familiar. Wrong to tell social services to go you know what themselves. Wrong. Every toy, every game, every movie, every night, every weekend, every night of my whole life. And you pick today to spaz out and terrify me? When I needed you for once to be a little less dumb and a little more of a man. I can never forgive you for that. Never. Yeah, that's right. You gave me 6 heart attacks today. You should cry. Now go. Pack your bags. Go!
What? I don't know. Just sometimes I don't know why I bother going out. I don't like it, Randy. I hate it. I hate going out on these dates. I mean, why do I want to spend my night with some girl I might maybe like when I could be spending it hanging out with someone I know I like you, you know? Yeah. I mean, that was rough tonight. In the middle of Sally telling me how she didn't like the way I smelled, I got real sad.
Oh, why?
And all I could think about was how not much in this world makes me feel good or makes much sense anymore. And I got really scared because there's got to be something that makes you feel good or at least makes sense or what's the point, right? Yeah. But then I kind of came out of being sad and actually felt okay because I realized there is something in this world that makes me feel good and does make sense. And it's you. Well, I gotta go. Yeah. I gotta work in the mornings, so. Well, I'm just supervising first shift at the mill, so I can pick you up anytime I'm free. We've got a busy day tomorrow. Me and Eric, we got a busy day catching up fixing roofs from all the snow in December. Gotta do marblins and lentils and. Well, 3 or 4 or 5 or 6? Probably busy all day. I don't know when we'll be done, so. Well, I'll be ready. Just let me know. I don't know. I don't know, so. Well, you just let me know. Hey, I'll see you tomorrow. See ya. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Randy. Whoa, Jack! Thanks. You okay? Yeah. What just happened there? I fell. Figure that out. Yeah, no, I think I just fell in love with you there, Randy. No, that's what that was. Me falling in love with you. Ready. No, Randy, it just kind of came over me. I've fallen in love with you here. Jack, I'm your best buddy in the whole world. I don't quite know what you're doing or what you're going on about. Oh, Jesus, Crow, you're my best friend. Yeah. And that's something you don't mess with. And you mess with it. And you don't do that. Because you know what? You're about the only thing that makes any sense to me into this world. It makes me feel really good, and then you go and you foul it up by doing this and by telling me that. And now it doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't feel good, because we're friends. And when you're friends, there's a line that you cannot cross, and you crossed it.
Say hi, and then I'm going to bring them to CASA to strike super quickly. It shouldn't take long. I'm all about working smarter, not harder. And then you can pick up your child at CASA. Thank you so much. Have a good night, everybody.
So Sarah was my